Hello, welcome to my channel. In class 12, we are discussing the magnetic effect of current. We have read Biot-Savart law, and using Biot-Savart law, we have obtained the expression of magnetic field for a current carrying wire of finite size, and it is given here this mu naught upon 4 pi I by r sin phi 1 plus sin phi 2. In the figure I have shown this is the length of wire, suppose the end L and it is the end M, and the finite size of wire at P produces the magnetic field due to current flowing through it is I. We have taken IDL, a small current element, and here this is the angle delta phi, that is the LM or delta, this DL current element, this angle delta phi, and here this angle is phi. We have taken earlier, we have discussed. Here I have to say that if the wire is of infinite length, then most of the students have doubt that why should we put phi 1 and phi 2 90 degree. Look, suppose the wire is of infinite length, then from the L you will increase the length of the wire, then you will join with P. What will happen? The phi 1 angle will be increasing more and more up to infinity. You have to extend the point L up to infinity, then the angle phi 1 will also increase, and for infinity this angle phi 1, this angle will increase, go on increase and increase. For infinity what will become it? Pi by 2. Similarly, if you extend M, so you have to extend up to infinity, then the angle phi 2, which is from this point CP, that is perpendicular distance R, and the MP, this was the angle phi 2, you will extend and you will find the extended angle phi 2 will be also there. So angle will extend up to the pi by 2. So for infinite length of wire, that is why it is written, for infinite length of wire, the ends L and M are extended, so that phi 1 equal to phi 2 will become pi by 2. And this sin pi by 2 will give you 2, then 2 upon 4 pi will give you the magnetic field, which we have discussed, that mu naught I upon 2 pi r. That is why we have shown that the magnetic field, if it graph is given, then magnetic field is inversely proportional to r, that is perpendicular distance from the wire, and this we have discussed in the previous video. Today we will discuss the magnetic field due to current carrying circular coil. Suppose there is a circular coil of radius capital R, as shown in the video at the board here. This is the coil. Suppose if I am having this circular coil, in this coil the current is flowing in this way. Look my finger, in this way the current is flowing here in this coil. We have to find the magnetic field at certain point situated at its axis. You know, if this is the circular coil, then this will be the axis, that is a perpendicular drawn from the center of the coil. Look at this point, suppose at this point at the tip of the pen, you have to find the magnetic field. I am putting this coil like this here, that this will be the axis and the coil is placed like this. So for 2D you will draw the coil in this way, because here how can you show the coil like at the blackboard in this way. So look that the current flowing through the coil is this, so the outward, perpendicular outward is the direction at the topmost point of the coil. We have taken here the coil of radius R, and this is the current I through the wire, and DL is the small current element. Let us discuss the magnetic field at the axis of a current carrying circular coil. So this is the current carrying circular coil. Current is flowing through the coil is I, its radius is R. From the center, this suppose center is shown by C. CP is the axis. At point P you have to find the magnetic field. We have selected the small current element ideal here. So this element is, its ends are shown by AB, and vertically opposite there will be another element, this A dash B dash. What will be different? Here the current element has the current as I shown here. At this point, at vertically topmost point, the current will be in this direction. Then since the current is flowing here, then what will be the current direction here? At this, that is the at two elements which are diametrically opposite, the direction of current will also be opposite. So here the current is topmost outward, and the distance of this dl from the point P is R. We know that in Biot-Savart law we write mu naught upon 4 pi, the small element of current produces magnetic field. What is that? dB. dB is equal to what? Mu naught upon 4 pi ideal sin theta upon R square. Look, I have not shown here theta. This is the theta, and what is this angle? 90 degree. How? Look again, that if this is the current carrying coil, current is outward, this is the axis here, and at the topmost point this distance is R. So this distance is R. So this tangential direction current, and at the axis you have joined this small r, that the distance of dl from P, that is 90 degree. Some angles in 2D, they are not accurately visible, they don't appear that it is 90, but you have to think here that this is from the point P, this angle from the tangent is 90 degree. What is sin 90? Sin 90 is 1. So here we have to write the magnetic field dB. Before deriving, again, what is the direction of dB? You know, magnetic field is always in the plane perpendicular to dl and r. Let us see that in the Biot-Savart's law, if this is dl and current is I, so this is I dl, this, and if this is the point P, then you join this point P and this is the angle. We have taken theta. What is theta here? This theta is 90, this is R, and this IDL and R has the plane, the perpendicular direction will be the direction of current. What is, if the current is upward, what is the direction of current here? Which rule? Screw rule or right hand thumb rule. What is the direction at P? Cross. So here the magnetic field is cross. What will be the magnetic field here? Is perpendicular to the plane containing dl and r. So this is the dB. How will you draw the figure? R and perpendicular dB. Now if this r makes angle phi with the perpendicular distance CP, then what will you write the expression here? Look, that this dB is written as what you will write for dB from the Biot-Savart's law? Mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square, or in the vector form you write here r cube. This is vector r and this is ideal. Look here that this dB has two components. One component in the direction of axis, other component perpendicular to CP. If we have denoted the angle phi which the axis of the coil is making with the line joining current element and P, the point P at which you have to find the magnetic field. Then look here, this is dB cos phi, this is dB sin phi. So for this dB, which is the magnetic field due to this current element, the dB sin phi and dB cos phi are the two mutually perpendicular components. In the same way, here you will find that for the vertically opposite element, this one, if you join this element with the point P, then perpendicular to the line, this one, again the magnetic field will be dB. So this perpendicular line is perpendicular, this dB is perpendicular to this line, this dB is perpendicular to this line. What are these two lines? They are joining the current elements with the point P. Look, this dB will also have component, this dB sin phi and this dB cos phi. So we have considered that at point P, these dB cos phi will be equal and opposite, so their net effect will be 0, null. What will be the net magnetic field at P? So what will you write? Net magnetic field at P. At P, the net magnetic field B will be the integration of all dB sin phi. For 2 points we have seen here that this dB sin phi for this vector, dB sin phi for this vector. Similarly, at each point we will find two components will cancel and along the axis will sum up. So net sum up means integration, so this is dB sin phi. Now this sin phi, how will you write here? Sin phi, look from this triangle CP, suppose this point I am writing M. Sin phi, what will you write sin phi? Sin phi will be R upon R, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this R upon R. And what R you can write from the Pythagoras? This R is under root R square plus x square, under root can be written with the power half. So this is the value of sin phi. Now what will you write? The net magnetic field at point P will be due to all current elements, that is integration of dB sin phi. Now here you put dB, what is the value? Therefore at point P, what will you write? Integration sign, put the value of dB here. This is mu naught upon 4 pi, this is IDL sin phi upon R square. How can you write this sin phi integration? Because I, D, L, R, mu naught, 4 pi, they all are constant, they can be taken out. So what will you write here? This B you will write here mu naught upon 4 pi I upon R square. What is this? DL sin phi. So you look here, sin phi value is R upon R, and what is DL? For the whole coil length, DL will be 2 pi R. So you can write here DL sin phi. So what will you write here? This is mu naught upon 4 pi I into DL is 2 pi R upon R into what is sin phi? This value of sin phi is R by R. So you will write here, you can write here already, this is r by r. So only dl integration is 2 pi r, and r by r you have written here, this is r by r. What you will get here, this is net expression for B. This net expression for B, you will get mu naught I upon this 2 pi and 4 pi will give you 2 here, and this r into r, r square here, and this r into r will give you this r square. So this 2 pi r upon r, this was r square, sorry, this is, so this will become r cube. So here this is r cube, this r cube can be written as, this is r cube means power, what will the power become? 3 by 2. If you cube it, then half into 3, that will become 3 by 2. So you can also write here that mu naught I r square upon 2 within bracket r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. If there are n turns in the circular coil, multiply it by n. So for n number of turns, you will get this expression of magnetic field. What is x? At the distance x from the center, this is the magnetic field. Again, suppose you have to find the magnetic field at the center. How will you find? Put x 0. What is x here? Here, if you put x 0, then what will become this r square to the power 3 by 2. This 2 will be cancelled. What will be left here? R cube. So r cube will be an r square in the numerator. What will you get at the center? At the center of the coil, what will you get here? Mu naught I r square n upon 2 r cube, because for the center x you have put 0 in this expression. So what are you getting here? This is B equal to mu naught I n upon 2r. 2r is this diameter. So this is the expression at the center. Now I hope that you must have understood the expression for the magnetic field at the axis of current carrying circular coil and as well as at the center of it. Again I will show you that how you will draw the magnetic field at the center, and how can you show that magnetic field at the center is a uniform and perpendicular to the plane. Suppose this is the coil you have connected with the battery, this is the key. Whenever key is on, the current goes like this and it comes here. How will you draw the field lines? You know, at the coil, suppose at this point, how will you draw the field lines? They are in the form of concentric circles like this. Here suppose you are drawing, then they are the circular ones. How will you draw the arrow? You look at as per the right hand thumb rule. This is the direction of current you have shown, then right hand thumb rule. As per right hand thumb rule for these circular lines and for these circular lines. Then how will you draw the arrow for the magnetic field lines around the current carrying part? Look that you will draw here the magnetic field lines like this, here like this, and here you will also draw like this. So in this way, for other ones you will draw like this, you will draw like this, and the line going through the passing through the center will be the straight one. So as you approach towards the center, the field lines become less and less curved, and exactly at the center field lines are perpendicular to the plane of the circular coil, and this is said to be the uniform magnetic field in a current carrying circular coil is supposed to be perpendicular, and at the center it is supposed to be uniform. All the field lines will become parallel and perpendicular to the plane of the circular coil. So in this way you have to understand the current carrying circular coil, its magnetic field at the certain distance, at its axis. Suppose you have taken a point, then what will be the magnetic field and its direction? How will you derive the expression? Thank you.